Hey, book besties. Welcome to More Than a Book Club podcast. I'm your host, Leyna.
And I'm your other host, LJ.
And believe it or not, it took us like 4 takes to say that. We are both tired, sick. LJ's sick. I had a daughter who ended up having appendicitis and had her appendix removed, which resulted in 3 hours of sleep over 48 hours. It was rough. And I'm still feeling it.
It's so crazy. It's so crazy because when you said, because like she has
abdominal migraines.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like IBS type thing. And I was like, oh, that's just what it is.
But you knew, you had the intuition.
Which I feel kind of bad about because I do Lucky Seat. So it's like the Broadway, but cheap in Dallas. And I had gotten Lucky Seat tickets to The Wiz. And I had told my kids, I was like, you'll be fine. Have some pizza. So I got them pizza and I was like, it's going to be fine. And I went down there. And then as I was driving down, she was texting me and she's like, I don't feel good. And then when I got there, I called her and I was like, how are you doing? And she was just crying. And I knew, I think I said it on the way down there. I was like, I bet this is something bad.
Yep. I'm pretty sure you did. And then it was.
And then we went to the urgent care first because she's more comfortable with the urgent care. And then we ended up at Children's, which I think was the same Children's that you were at, right?
Well, you went to the one in Prosper. You were at
I went to Prosper. Yeah.
We were at the Plano one, which we should have gone to the Prosper one. I didn't know that Children's Medical Center. Well, I didn't know Children's Medical Center in Plano no longer, like, at the time that I took Kaylee, like, they didn't have, it was out of network.
Oh,
so I ended up paying a lot more for her to stay in the hospital and receive treatment than we normally did. So if I had known, I would have taken her to Cook's Children because, my bill was quite high.
I don't even want to think about the bill. We started at the urgent care at like 8, and then we got to the emergency room at Children's at 11-ish, and then we didn't get a room till 4 a.m. And then they didn't get her pain under control till 4:40, and then at 6:15 they took her for surgery. So it was a rough day of no sleeping. That's awful.
And then when your child's in pain, when it's your child, it's so hard to watch them go through things, and
we're like, can we get more? Like, she went through several things of morphine and was still just in pain. And we had decided that Derek would go home and sleep and make sure our son got up and got to school. And he was getting ready to leave. And then the nurse practitioner for the surgeon came in and was like pressing on her stomach. And then because they need to see where it is so they can tell the surgeon. And she lost it. Like, it hurt so bad. And then he's like, I can't leave now.
Right? No, I don't blame him. Yeah.
It was rough, but then she seems to be doing good now. Like, it was a quick procedure. Like, once they actually did it, it was quick. And we were home that same day.
Which is so crazy to me.
So if it had ruptured, they said we would be there for like 3 days. But since it hadn't ruptured, it was early, that it was, quick. We were home by lunch. So,
but I mean, still, like, I feel like, and I know it's laparoscopic surgery now, but I still feel like it used to be you would at least have to stay for a day or
a while.
So I didn't want to tell this story before, but so when I was a child, my aunt had appendicitis and her appendix burst. And then she got so sick. I think she was in the hospital for a week. And I remember us visiting her after church. And it was just crazy to see her in the hospital and be like, oh my gosh, like, and as a kid, you don't really get it. But then it's like, oh my gosh, she actually could have died. Like, my aunt could have died.
You can get sepsis from the bacteria at that point.
Yeah.
So we were lucky it hadn't ruptured. Lucky that, because she told me, she was like, I think I need to go to urgent care. And I was like, I don't have a problem leaving the play. Like, I had literally just gotten there. I was like, I don't mind.
Yeah.
But it all turned out good. She's home. She's recovering. Her biggest thing right now is, I guess they use carbon dioxide whenever they do surgery. They fill you up with gas, I guess. I have no idea. But it's trapped and it's causing referred pain in her shoulders. And so that hurts.
That does not sound fun.
So, and then to help get the gas moving, you're supposed to walk around, and then walking around makes her abs hurt.
Oh no.
So it's kind of like a double whammy, but it's all good. She's going to be healed up and probably back to school on Monday. Is the goal.
I'm so glad she's doing better.
And you've got a cold.
I do have a cold or sinus something. It's one of those things. Okay, so this is what happened. Leyna knows this about me. I have what we call sympathetic sore throat. If someone, maybe Leyna doesn't know. You know
I
about
don't
this.
know about this.
Okay, Leyna doesn't know about this. Well, I have this
New
thing.
facts.
If someone starts talking about having a sore throat, like my throat will start hurting. And that happened 2 days ago, except the sore throat didn't go away. And so yesterday I can feel it a little bit. Like right now my throat isn't too bad, but it's all like mostly on this side. And that includes like my throat's a little itchy on this side, not on this side. My drainage is mostly this side. I had sinus pressure this side. This ear, oh my gosh, I want to stick like a fork in there. It itches so badly. So I did take one of those at-home COVID flu tests, and it's negative. I figured it would be but it's like, it's just this side, and it's like, I want to stick something in my throat and itch it too.
I read a book a few years ago. I think it's called Burnout, the Stress Cycle. And it's talking about high stress situations and when you get sick. And you don't get sick in the middle of the high stress.
It's like right after.
It's right after. And you had a very stressful week last week with homecoming, the parade,
It's true.
the actual dance, the football game, all of that. And so now you're coming off of that and you got sick. So I'm not surprised.
Yeah, that makes sense. My co-sponsor also was sick as of Monday. Like he wasn't feeling good. So I'm like, okay, this makes sense.
And y'all probably spent time together planning and prepping and all that stuff too. So
now the crazy thing is the reason I checked for COVID and flu is that COVID is going around. And I did find out someone that I hung out with on Saturday and on Tuesday that they tested positive for COVID. But anyway.
'Tis the season, right?
It is the season. So just so y'all know, COVID is going around again. Right now. But for everything I've heard, it's not too bad of one. But still.
That was actually when Piper said her stomach hurt. I was like, oh, is it flu or COVID? And they actually brought that up at first. And then when she started describing the pain, they're like, no.
Never mind. Yeah, no. All right. So what have you been up to literary lately?
So I finished a couple of books. I know I had talked about Beach Club Bloodshed. I finished that and it was super cute. I can't wait to read the next one. I think she said the next one comes out in December.
Woo-hoo!
So that's going to be fun to read as like kind of like a Christmassy.
Yeah.
Hope it has some Christmas vibes. We'll see. And then I finished the Carl's Doomsday Scenario, the second book in the Dungeon Crawler Carl series. And that was also fun.
Which I still think that's so funny. You picked up the first one and you really were not sure.
I really thought, like, even the first, like, 50 pages, I was like, I don't know about this. I was like, I'm going to keep going because I bought it. And if I buy a book, I'm like, I want to finish it. But I think the thing that sold me on it is the cat. So it's a guy who is put into this dungeon crawler world because the end of the earth happens, of course. And so he gets taken to this place by the aliens. But he's holding his cat, or his cat's right next to him. So the cat goes with him, and it's his ex-girlfriend's cat. And then the cat takes a potion and starts being able to talk. So the cat's name is Princess Donut.
What a cute name.
So funny, but she's always going and getting in trouble and doing random things. But the cat and him together is just hilarious. So
I love it.
That was good. And then I started and finished. This is a book that I was like, everybody should read this. It's so good. The names, and I can't remember who it's by, but it's a mom and her daughter are going to go register her brand new baby, like register his name in the system.
Okay.
And her husband is slightly abusive, slightly controlling at that point. I wouldn't even say slightly. He's abusive and controlling.
Yeah.
But he has it set that the baby will be named after him. And then the story diverges into 3 different ways. 1, the mom goes and registers the baby's name after the father, like the father wanted to do. And 2, she registers the baby's name after a name that she came up with that she really liked. And then the 3rd one is she asked her daughter what they should name the baby. And then, so it's kind of like, what does a name say about you? And like, how will that define you? So even at the end of the book, she talks about what the different names mean. So the names were Gordon, Julian, and bear. And so like, what do these different names bring out in your personality, and how will your life be
Interesting.
different? And it was just a really good read. I really enjoyed it.
I work with someone named Bear.
It's such a different name,
It is. It is, but
but
it's
I
so
was like, it's
cool.
kind of fun.
It is. It's totally fun. So, and I will say this person, I don't know, just is delightful. It's one of the football coaches, and then he does
Mhm.
Hope Squad, and he just seems like just an all-around good
Good
guy,
guy.
you know? And so you just get good vibes.
That was
But
this bear too.
really? Oh, yay. That's so fun. That's so fun. Look at
And
you
then
with
I
all these books.
read
Another one. Look at
another
you.
one. I have another one. And it was also a 5-star read, A
Ooh,
Witch's Guide to Magical Innkeeping.
that sounds cute.
And it was so cute. And someone had described it as, you see a grumpy sunshine, what about a grumpy grumpy? And they're both grumpy. So it's a wizardy witch world. So the beginning of the story is her aunt is found dead. There's a talking fox who used to be a witch, but then she turned into a fox. And the talking fox says, hey, I know the spell that can bring your aunt back to life. And so she does the spell and brings her aunt back to life. The fox fails to mention that goes against all of the witches' code. And so she gets thrown out of the guild
Oh,
and can't learn to be a witch anymore, and all this stuff happens. So it's kind of like, how does she get her powers back? Because she's a supreme high witch, but how does she get her powers back?
mm-hmm.
Found family. It reminded me a lot of House in the Cerulean Sea, like
Oh,
that
that's
vibe,
cool. That
like
kind of
that.
feeling.
Yes, it was just a warm comfort read. I was like, I can see myself. I don't read books again usually, but I can see myself reading that one again because it was
That's
just
cool.
a warm comfort read, just very sweet. And then I'm currently reading Mistborn, which I've been reading with my husband.
Oh, yeah. How's
He's
that going?
currently he's like on page 320, I think, and I'm
Ooh.
on like 220. So he's still 100 pages higher than me. So I'm like, I need to get with it. But I'm
So are
loving the
you
world
enjoying it?
building. Yes. I was not sure if I would like it because it's a higher fantasy than what I normally read,
Yeah.
but I am enjoying it. The characters are phenomenal. I would read it just for them, but
Very
the world
cool.
building is also really cool. And then I'm reading Throne of Glass,
Yay!
which I was like, I'm never gonna read that. So ACOTAR ruined it for me. So if you're like me and you read Sarah J. Maas and you read ACOTAR and you're like, what the heck? What is wrong with all these people? And weren't loving it, keep going. Throne of Glass is really good so far. I'm only like 15 to 20% in, so I'm not really
Yeah.
far in, but I'm really enjoying it. And then also, I absolutely loved Crescent City by Sarah J.
I
Maas.
know you
So
did.
that whole series was really good. I feel like I'm going to like Throne of Glass. So maybe it's just ACOTAR that I don't like.
I think
So,
that that's probably the case, which we already know, like with Crescent City, that you really like urban fantasy.
mhm,
But then with the difference between Throne of Glass and ACOTAR is that ACOTAR is true romantasy. It is a
mhm,
romance set in fantasy, whereas Throne of Glass it's a similar world, obviously,
yeah,
and but clearly at a different time. But they have it where there is romance in it, but
mhm.
it's plot driven. It's not
Okay.
romance driven, which really ACOTAR is romance driven.
I
If you
also
read the
didn't like the main
romance,
character of ACOTAR.
well,
I
that's
was
fair
like,
too.
she's just annoying.
She is. She is.
That was kind of my big pet peeve with her, was she was
Yeah.
not I didn't like her. I didn't care about her.
Yeah.
I don't really care who she ends up with because I don't
I
like her
assume
or her
are you doing the
sisters.
audiobook or are you reading it?
I'm actually reading it because I
Okay.
have the book. So
Because I was
I'm
gonna be like,
reading 2 physical copies right now. So
well, I was gonna be
life
like,
is crazy.
what's the correct pronunciation? That's what I was gonna be like. You're gonna tell me all the things I call the characters are completely
I
wrong.
was going to ask you that. Is it
But I do
Selena
own them. I think it's
and Cole?
Selena, Kale,
Kale? Like
Kale or
kale? Like the vegetable?
Kale. So I have listened to some of them. I own all the audiobooks and I'm trying to remember. I'm pretty sure I own all the audiobooks. But I think, yeah, Kale, um, is how we say it. And so, yeah, I just
He's going
can't
to be
wait.
Cole to me because
That's,
kale.
I know. I know.
I was pronouncing it kale in my head at first. And then I was like,
Yeah.
that's too much like a vegetable. I can't do that. Then I was like, okay, Cole. So that is the problem I have with some of these
Yeah.
books is
So now I'm thinking I need to reread. Like, forget Zodiac Academy. Let me go read Throne of Glass with you because it's just
so
so good.
I've had it for a couple of years, and then
Yep.
Neighbor Books is doing a book club on it. And I was like, there's my kick in the butt to actually go read it.
Yep. I'm
So
so
it's on the
excited.
20th. So today's the 12th. So I have 8 days to finish
Yeah, you
reading it.
do.
So I
Yep.
have a lot of reading to do. That's
Oh my gosh.
so
I'm so
the
excited.
print and Mistborn, it's like the mass market paperback. So
Oh
it's
gosh.
really tiny and it's 600 pages.
Yeah.
And then Throne of Glass is much bigger print. So when I start reading Mistborn and my eyes get too
Oh
tired from
gosh.
reading it, I switch over to Throne of Glass.
Oh my gosh. For real. Like, yeah. That's
And then
crazy.
I'm listening to An American in Scotland, An American in Scotland by Lucy Connolly. And it's a doctor who goes to live on this small little island in
Mm-hmm.
Scotland, and she becomes embroiled in a murder, of course. So it's
Yay.
very mystery. There's a whole series of these books. She's learned her detective business,
Mm-hmm.
trade, whatever you want to call it, her skills from watching BritBox,
Nice.
which I was like, I love that. So she's constantly talking about that and hoping to solve this murder. And it's
Very
just kind
cool.
of a fun, different read. It's not fantasy.
Right.
I was like, I need something other than fantasy to read right
Right.
now.
I mean, you're really in fantasy. Like,
I'm in fantasy land.
you
'Cause
really are.
I was listening to the Witch's Guide to Magical Innkeeping.
Oh my gosh.
So I was like, I'm reading 3 fantasy books. I can't do that. That's too much.
So much. That's so much. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
But
That's so crazy. All right. Is that all of your books or any
that's all
more?
of my books. What
Okay.
have you been up to literary lately?
So, unfortunately, not a lot because I've been tired. Last weekend was the right. It was just this past weekend, right?
Yep.
Yes, it was just this past weekend. And so I have been, resting a lot, been really sleepy at night. So I've read more of Beach Club Bloodshed, but I haven't finished it. And I'm dying to because it's where I'm at. It's like I just want to sit and finish it. But
You
I've
want
been
to figure
so
out who did
yeah,
it?
but I've been just so sleepy, so I haven't been reading at all. So I'm still in the middle of that. I'm still reading the 4th Zodiac Academy, and then technically I'm still reading Crucial Confrontations, but I've set that down for like a month. But I do plan to. I only have like a couple of chapters left, so I do plan to
Yeah.
finish it, and it is really good. And then I had finished my audiobook last week, right? Or maybe not.
I think so.
I think I had. So I started another one, and the one that I'm reading, it's another John Douglas book, and also Mark Olshaker. I should give credit to the co-author. Probably he also helped write the other one. So whoopsies. But this one is The Anatomy of Motive. And so it's different than the other one. It's still referencing their work, but it's a little bit different because it's talking more about like trying to get the motive behind it. Because like while there might be intention behind the murderer's choices, but often the motivation might be different. And so it's kind of interesting. Anyway, so I'm in the middle of that. And but while I'm sleepy, I can watch TV and apparently not always fall asleep to true crime. Although I did take a wonderful nap on that was on Saturday before the dance. I took a wonderful nap to the show Snapped because there's like 30 seasons, so you can take a little nap.
There is so much Snapped.
I know that it's like
it.
you can fall asleep and then I woke up in the middle of one about Texas. So that was kind of fun. But I do want to share because I just watched a docuseries last night. That's a new one on Hulu, and it's not murder. So Leyna, maybe you
So
can
maybe
handle
I'll
this
watch
one.
it.
Maybe I'll watch it. It is called, I think, Stalking. I just forgot her name.
Okay. I feel like I just saw something on Stalking.
Yeah, it's got to be the same one because it came out last month, I think. It's like
Okay.
like 2 weeks ago, maybe max. So I just forgot the name of it, but it's Stalking and then the girl's name, and it's 13 Years of Terror. And basically, this girl had been stalked for 13 years by this guy, and just how in some ways the law like protected her for a while, and then how it failed her. And then she does end up getting kidnapped. That's like from the beginning because it's like countdown 2 years, like this many years before the kidnapping, this many years before, and but she survives the kidnapping, and it's such an interesting story. Like I was so sleepy last night and I sat and watched all 3 episodes. I thought I'm just going to start one and then go to sleep, but I mean, it was very interesting. And so not murder. I mean, there's still bad things that happen, but no murder.
No murder. I'm
No
in.
murder. But yeah, that's basically it. But now I'm thinking I'm gonna need to start Throne of Glass. I do have one more thing I guess I could share. I have started a 90-day reading the Bible from start to finish plan. I did it, I want to say 6 or 7 years ago.
Mhm.
And and when I do that, it's literally just reading, like not marking.
Is it the whole Bible in
The
90 days?
entire Bible in 90
Wow.
days.
I know you've read the Bible several times.
I have, but it's been a few years since I even did a whole Bible plan in a year. And I don't know when I'll do another one of those, but I just kind of felt like I want to just get a quick, like, start to
Immersion.
finish.
Yeah.
And it's been really good so far. I mean, it is crazy. It's not, I would not recommend this to just anyone. You have to know what you're getting into. And it's like on average 15 chapters of the Bible a day. And it does go really fast though. But yeah, I started that. So that technically is something else that I'm reading. And I am giving myself grace because last night I was too sleepy to read it. So if it takes me longer than 90 days, it's
Right.
not the end of the world. It's just I want to go through it real quickly as
And
kind of
hold
like
yourself
a
accountable.
just to re-familiarize myself, because I did my Bible study BSF started up again this week, and we are going to be reading a lot of Old Testament. And so I'm like, I kind of want to see the connections with that by going start to finish. And honestly,
Mhm.
like when I get to those, if we've already read them, then I might not read those chapters. Like I did not reread Genesis because I've been in Genesis for like a different plan that I'm doing for a while. So I'm like, well, I'm just going to jump into Exodus because I don't want to reread what I just read. So anyway, so that is my literary lately. Woohoo.
You've done a lot.
I've
For not
not really.
You're in the
Okay.
middle of stuff, so
I'm
September
in the
can
middle of
be
stuff.
the month of finishing.
Yes, that's the plan. So,
But we are going to go in November to the Texas Book Festival. It's
yay.
November 8th and 9th, and I'm really excited. We did an episode, early on about literary events that we wanted to go to, and this was high up on my list. I have been wanting to go to this for like 2 to 3 years. Haven't gotten to go. Like I even had it planned one year, and then I think like someone in my family got sick or needed surgery or something, and so I couldn't go. So I was like,
Couldn't go.
okay. This year though, our hotel is
on.
booked. We're in, we're on. It's in Austin, so we're going to drive down, and they just released all of the authors. So
They
we don't
did.
know when they're going to be, because it's a 2-day festival, and it goes from like I think 9 o'clock in the morning till 5 o'clock at night. And then
Yeah.
there's some evening stuff like there's just a whole bunch of stuff that you can do.
And is this really 13 pages of authors?
Yes, there are 13 pages of authors that are going to be attending this. Those are the ones that are going to be speaking, because I believe you can also get a booth, and some authors will probably get booths. So
all of these are speaking.
All of those are speaking.
So we're going to have to like pick and choose.
We're going to have to. So I feel like, I don't know if you ever went to like a work conference and you're like, what are all the topics? And let's pick out what we're going to do. I felt like that was what I was doing when I was kind of looking over this list. I'm like, who do I want to prioritize?
Right. R.L. Stein. I'm just going to say it.
R.L. Stein is going to be there, and I am very excited.
Mm-hmm.
We are going to be reading some R.L. Stein books in preparation for this.
So excited.
I have a feeling he's going to be a hot ticket.
Oh, for sure.
Person for like little kids and adults, because his career has spanned
decades,
30, 40 years.
Yes.
Like movies, like there's so much of his work out there.
Yeah.
So I have a feeling he'll be like a very big
he definitely will. And I'm just looking, I know we're going to go through all these, but just like barely scrolling just the first page, I already see another huge name on there, and some that I know the name, but they wouldn't necessarily be huge to other people.
Mm-hmm.
But like, let's just start going through them, shall we?
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, so we're on page 1. I hope our page 1 of 307 authors that are speaking.
It's a lot.
It's so many. Okay, so do you see the one that I'm talking about is huge?
I'm guessing Mitch Albom.
Yes.
Yes. Like, I don't know if I've ever read any of his work.
Okay, let me see. I think I did. Let me go look.
I was trying to remember because I was like, I know that author, but I don't know if I have read anything by
I
him.
feel like I read at least one thing. Let me see. Yeah, that's how you spell his name.
Oh, Tuesdays with Maury.
Yes,
And
I
the
read.
5
Okay.
people you meet in heaven.
Yep,
Okay,
I've read both of those too.
Yeah.
And so I've read those. Let me see. I think those are the only ones. Maybe. Yeah, those are the only two that I've read. But yeah, he's huge. So I am just like, what?
And I know that there are a few authors that you have to pay extra to go see, but like Matthew McConaughey is going to be there.
Oh my gosh, I did. Leyna, I didn't even
All
know
right, all
that
right,
one.
all right.
Okay, because
Yes.
this is in alphabetical order. Oh my gosh. Oh, yeah, we're not going to be able to see him.
Yeah.
Probably, but
It'll be extra, but I haven't read his book either, so
I haven't either. I might have it. I don't think I got it. I think I was debating between that one and Spare, and I got Spare, but then I didn't finish that either. So
I did finish Spare.
yeah.
But
Okay, so let's look at this first page. Do you know any of these authors?
I don't recognize any of them, but there's Samira Ahmed.
Okay.
And the cover of her book, so the way that they have texasbookfestival.org set up, you go to look at the festival lineup and they have the author and you can toggle over the author's picture and then you can see their book.
Like I think it's like their most recent. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or
so
well,
she
actually,
has a book
one of
called
them's not. Anyway, go ahead.
The Singular Life of Arya Patel. And I love the cover. I'm like, I don't know what the book is about.
It is a nice cover. It is a nice cover. Okay, so yeah.
And then the other one that looked good was Victoria Aveyard, The Red Queen. It looks like a fantasy.
And that's the one I recognize. I have that's the first book in a series, and I have that book. So I don't have any of the other ones, but I got it at Half Price Books once. So because that's the only other one that I recognize that I was like, okay, I have one of your books. Okay, I kind of want to read this one that is by Santa Barasa because it says Somos Tejanas and it's Chicana identity and culture in Texas. And I took a course in college that was about Las Fronteras, which is like the borderlands and like that identity, the struggle with identity of being Texan and then also Mexican or how coming from your family from Mexico or from generations in Texas, but then also technically being Hispanic. And so it was a very interesting course to take. I think it was me and one other girl were the only non-Hispanic people in the class. And I was so nervous to talk, but it was so interesting to listen. Like it was one of the coolest classes that
Sometimes that's the kind of thing that I like, though, is where you're not talking, you're just listening and you're just taking in all the information.
Yeah. And it's something that like, I feel like I learned so much from that. And I like the cover of that book. It's nice and bright too.
It is. Yeah.
But yeah.
All right, let's go to page 2.
Yeah. Cause I don't know any of the rest of these.
And on page 2, the first one that pops out at me is Peter Brown, who wrote The Wild Robot.
Okay.
Which I've seen the movie. I haven't read the book.
Oh.
But it's kind of like a kid's book, but I thought that would be cute. And then right next to Peter Brown is Elise Bryant. And I don't know this author. I don't recognize her anyway.
But that looks like a sports romance.
It looks either a sports romance or a sports murder mystery because there's a chalk outline next to the goal. And I'm like, ooh, that looks fun. So I don't know what that one is, but it looks good.
What the heck? There's someone on here. Oh, the other one was co-authored because the Somos. I'm like, it's on here again, and it's alphabetical order. That's why. Sorry.
And there's that one, the Somos Tejanos. That one is on here several times because it has several authors.
Oh my gosh, Leyna, I did not read. This is gonna be so funny. Okay, I see someone that you've met and I've seen. Catherine Center. Which we kind of figured she'd be there anyway.
I was hoping she would be. She's in Houston. That's where she lives. And Austin is so close.
Yeah.
She can just come on over. But that looked really good.
Right. Okay, I'm looking at these other ones to see. I'm kind of intrigued by this one at the bottom by, I don't know if it's Camilla or Camila.
That's what I was just looking at.
This Ends in Embers. The cover looks really cool.
Awesome.
Like, I know, I wish I could read that itty bitty subtitle there, but I don't know what it says.
It says, Dragon started the war, 2 sisters will end it.
Okay,
that's awesome. And then she's the best-selling author of So Let Them Burn.
I've not read that, but
I haven't either.
that looks really good. I wish there's a way that I could like save this, besides putting on Pinterest.
Yes. I did go through and I wrote down some of the authors that I want. Whenever the lineup comes out, I think that's whenever I'll like
Go highlight
print it out and go highlight.
Yeah. No, that sounds good. That
I
sounds
will
good.
go full student mode.
Yeah. Okay, so I am noticing something funny too on here that there are some, like, you can tell the ones that are like kind of Texas history or Western.
Yes.
Like they all use the same font, I swear. Because like I see this Dan Kaon. One of us, I don't even know. That looks like a circus, but like that, maybe that one's more circusy. But I saw there was another one. Like the gunfighters.
The gunfighters.
Anyway, I don't know. All right, shall we go to the next? Unless there's
Let's
anyone
go to
else.
page 3.
Let's go to page 3 and see what we got here. Okay. I have not looked at any of these. Ooh, that on the first row, Mai Corlin, or May, Three Shattered Souls. That looks good.
And so then on the second row,
go for it.
It's a kid's book, middle grade, What Fell from the Sky by Adriana.
That's what I was just looking at. It looks so good.
That's good.
That looks good.
And then right next to her
is Sarah Damoff.
Sarah Damoff.
Yay!
And we love Sarah. We got to interview her for The Bright Years, and then we got to go listen to her at Neighbor Books, and she
meet her.
Just so sweet. And I'm so glad that she got into this because I know like this is it's a big deal.
Yeah, I love it.
Because you do have to apply to go to this festival, like to be able to be an author that's at the festival lineup. So I was very happy. And we'll also see another author that we interviewed later on.
Okay, cool.
So that's very exciting.
Very exciting.
Sneak peek, spoiler.
Sneak peeks. Okay, what else?
In the next row,
yes,
Rocket Dreams by Christian Davenport.
Let me see here.
I don't know why, but this sounded so interesting to me. It's Rocket Dreams, Musk, Bezos, and the inside story of the new trillion-dollar space race.
Oh, that does sound interesting.
I know nothing about the space race. Like, I know nothing about NASA or anything like that. But I just think it sounds really interesting.
Yeah, my greatest thing with space is Xenon Girl of the 21st Century. If you saw that Disney movie. Where like that has been the joke that the first like pop star in space was not Katy Perry. It was Protozoa. Anyway, but Leyna, I don't think has seen this. But anyway.
I have not.
That's okay. Also Armageddon, just saying. But anyway. But yeah, that looks cool. I don't know what this screen to screen one is, but it sounds Hollywood, so maybe I would like it. I don't know. It looks like it. I can't tell what it is.
Poster art of Austin City Limits.
Oh, that does sound cool. Does that be like a coffee table book, though? That'd be fun to flip through. Yeah. Okay. If we look at the next row, I'm interested in the So Many Stars, an oral history of trans, non-binary, genderqueer, and two-spirit people of color. So that sounds interesting.
That one, I did write down that I thought that would be an interesting one to go to.
For sure.
The Hawaiian culture has a two-spirit gender. And I've always been curious about it, so I'm like, I wonder if that.
Yeah, I don't know anything about it, so that would be very cool to learn something.
And then next to that is Susan Dennard's Witchlight.
That
looks I haven't heard of that one either.
Me neither, but hey, fantasy, we like fantasy. And I know on the next row, a very famous. Well, her book is very famous. I don't know that I would have named her, but Tracy Dion did Legendborn and all of those, which I haven't read any of them, but they've been on the list.
I haven't read those. I haven't heard of them.
Nope. Oh, what is this one? Remember Us, American Sacrificed, Dutch Freedom, and a Forever Promise Forged in World War II. Okay, that totally sounds like something I would read.
Yes, I'm like, World War II, I'm in.
Yeah. Very cool.
Some of these I would want to go through and like read the descriptions because even when you click on them, I need to like see what it is because I'm literally judging a book by its cover. Olive Days by Jessica Ilishiva Emerson.
Yes.
It has a cute cover.
It does.
It's about olives, apparently.
Yeah, but we don't know anything else.
So I need to go learn more about that one.
I agree. I don't know if there's any other ones on this
that are
page.
Jumping out. Yeah.
Not really. I mean,
I just
don't get me
moved
wrong.
over.
Great job, authors. You wrote a book.
And I think part of it is I just don't know them.
Same.
And one of the things that I've heard that this festival does is they do like panels. So it'll be similar themed authors together. And then you get to hear from several authors, maybe one that
that's
you know, but then
cool.
some that you don't know. So that would be kind of a fun way to
Yeah.
get to know more authors in that same kind of category.
That's a good idea. I think that would be definitely a smart way to do it. And then you get to see more, because obviously if you have all of these and
That
they're
many
competing
people.
times and whatnot, like that would be hard. I feel like I've heard of The Devil 3 times. I feel like I've seen that cover for Ricky Fane. The cover looks really familiar. You know what? Actually, I think it looks like it might not be this book. There is a Catcher in the Rye cover that looks very similar to that. That might be what I'm thinking of, because there's so many different covers of some of the books.
I think the only one on this page that really jumped out at me was all the way at the bottom.
All the way at the bottom.
Brian Goldstone.
Okay.
His book, There's No Place for Us, Working and Homeless in America. And with
that does
Young Men's
good.
Service League, we do so much service work with not homeless shelters, but some of them are homeless shelters, but a lot of them are just people that maybe they have a job, but they're living in their car, or, they can't afford rent.
It's hard to make ends meet.
So it's kind of one of those things that I remember. Do you remember that book, Nickel and Dimed, or Not Getting By in America?
Yeah.
But it was where she was working minimum wage jobs and trying to make ends meet. And that kind of reminded me of this book. I don't know anything about it, but that one jumped out at me like, oh, that looks like something that I would be interested in, and learning more about how we can help, basically.
No, it's true. And I mean, not to get political, I'm not saying any party or anything, but where I struggle is like something like, I feel like if you're working full time at a job, then it should be a living wage. Like,
yes, you should be able to afford the basic necessities.
Yes. Like if you can't afford, I mean, I'm not saying like you can afford like the nicest house, but you should be able to pay rent, like, and not need another person to help you. You should be able to support your family. But anyway, because that makes sense to me. Like that, I mean, that's a real potential fear, like I can see. But moving on to page 5, let's see who we got here. Because you've already looked at all these. See, I should have already looked at all these. These are some good covers. I'm going to give them that.
There are a lot of really good ones. The one that jumped out at me is another middle grade author, Nathan Hale, who does The Hazardous Tales. And he's done several books. One was about the Texas War or something.
Okay.
I remember my kids read it when they were in like 6th grade.
Okay.
Maybe 5th grade. And I think Danny had a few of his books and really enjoyed them.
Very cool.
And I think he even came to our school, like our either elementary school or middle school, to speak.
Okay. That's really cool.
Like, that's kind of fun. He makes history fun, which I'm all about.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. That does make it fun. All right, I'm looking at this one. Now I'm losing it because I just Chelsea Handler. I'm so excited. I've listened to at least one of her books a long time ago.
It's been a long time since I think I did read one of her books years and years and years and years ago. But
sorry.
Yeah, I definitely want to hear her if she's free.
I know. She's one that I feel like could also
I'm
be
guessing
big
she
ticket.
might be a paid. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I see also Jen Hatmaker.
Yes, and I'm wondering if she's going to be a paid as well. Which her new book, Awake, it sounds really good.
Really?
It's about basically coming out of her divorce. Her spouse cheated.
Yeah. Like maybe I should read this book.
Coming to terms with her religion and where she is in life and different things.
That does sound really interesting.
And right next to her is Annie Hartnett, The Road to Tender Hearts, which I've heard is really good.
See, I thought you were going to say The Other Side.
You can say that one.
Ali Hazelwood with Mate, which that one hasn't come out yet, has it?
No, I know it's our November.
So it must be coming out like around then.
I think it was October that it comes out.
Okay.
So it will like literally just be out. So I'm excited to read that one because I know really liked Bride.
Oh, I did too. Well, there's
I know
somewhere.
Ali Hazelwood isn't for everybody, but
no, but I did like Bride a lot. and I don't know where it is. There's one that like came up in the email that you sent. When I clicked on it, did not give me all of these, or I didn't click on the
Hmm.
right thing.
Yeah.
But there was one on there that I was like, oh, that's true crime. And so I went to go because I had an Audible credit and it was like, doesn't come out till whatever. And
You're like, no.
so I
You
pre-ordered it because
pre-ordered.
I'm like, I'll go ahead and pre-order. I got that, so that'll be fun. All right, are there any other ones on this page?
Nothing that jumped out at me.
No, not really. I'm with you on that. So let's go on to page 6.
So at page 6, I found the first one there, Skip Hollandsworth.
That's the one.
That I was like, LJ will like this. It's she kills the murderous socialite, the cross-dressing bank robber, and other true crime tales. And I
And
was
I'm
like,
pretty
that sounds so
Oh,
much
yeah.
like LJ.
That's the one that I pre-ordered, and I will tell you, I'm pretty sure I know about the cross-dressing
Bank
bank
robber.
robber, and it was so crazy. Like, she got away with it for so long, and then when they caught her, it was purely by accident. They were looking for a boyfriend of hers, thinking that it was him, and then they found the disguise. Like, there was like footage, security footage of her, and she had it down. Like, she robbed, I don't even know how many banks. Like, it's an insane amount. So
That's crazy.
it is so
That'll be
crazy.
an interesting read.
It'll be so good. It'll be so good.
And then next to him is Bruce Holsinger, who wrote Culpability and the Displacements. So I was like, I just finished reading Culpability, and
Yeah,
it was
you
a really
did.
good book. So I have it. So I know you and Emily both wanted to read it. So
Yes, we do.
and
We will
pass that
fight.
along before we
will
go.
fight over that. All right, let me see. I'm just looking at all the covers, judging these books for this. There's some more like clearly Texas-y things.
And there's several, like there's even a book called Texas in American History.
Yeah.
So it's very Texas based, and a lot of these are Texas based authors, but there are some other national authors as well. Stephen Graham Jones wrote The Buffalo Hunter, and it's supposed to be a horror book.
Oh.
And I have that. It's on my Libby app waiting. Like, I'm waiting for it to come up, but that's gonna take my box on my book bingo.
Okay. I love it. I love it.
So that's going to be my horror book, hopefully.
I gotcha. Any other ones on this page?
Sam Keen at the bottom.
Yeah.
Dinner with King Tut.
Yeah.
How rogue archaeologists are recreating the sights, sounds, smells, and taste of lost civilizations. And I've heard about this, and they've gone back and they took yeast from some of the jars that were found in burial chambers, and they took them because it's still alive. They took it, brought it back to life, and made bread from that yeast. And so it tastes totally different. Like, it's not anything like what we have. Like, it's crazy.
That's
and
so crazy.
The nutrients are different. So I'm like, that sounds so interesting to me.
That does sound really interesting. I've never heard of that. So that's pretty cool. All right. I'm looking at the next page. I don't know what this is, but on the first line, Erin Entrada Kelly, The Last Resort, looks kind of spooky.
Yes, it does.
And I can't read any of this other text on there besides her name.
And it's a Newbery winning author, so I'm guessing that's middle grade.
Oh, then that means it'll, even if there's ghosts, I can probably handle it. Probably. So
hopefully.
Oh my gosh, and then the next row, Dream Slinger by Gracie Kim. I mean, it looks like it's kids, or maybe I don't know if that would fall under.
There are some kids' books as well.
Yeah,
so
but it looks like the never-ending story.
But it looks so pretty.
It looks like the never-ending story, kind of, but with a girl. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. All right, what do you have on here?
This one by Carrie Lavelle. It's definitely a kid's book, and I'm definitely going to buy it for my nephew. It's called Butt or Face, Super Gross Butts.
That is hysterical.
And the cover it looks like a beaver butt, and they put googly eyes on it.
Oh my gosh.
Or maybe it's a platypus.
So
I don't know. But I can see him just loving that.
That
so
is hysterical.
Like, he's getting that.
That does look really, really funny.
And then the next row underneath that is Cynthia Levinson. And it's a book called Who Owns the Moon and Other Conundrums of Exploring and Using Space.
Ooh.
And I was like, that sounds really good too, because who does own the moon? Like, whenever they start exploring all these other space things. Like, are they going to start building things on it? Who
I
owns
don't
that? Is
know.
it community property? Is it, yeah.
I don't know. Interesting.
They had a couple of themed books, and I was like, okay, I can see a panel on this, and I want to go to it.
I know, that sounds really cool. Because, yeah, I hadn't even thought about that.
Yeah,
So,
no, I hadn't either. And then I was reading, I was like, man, that's a good book. Like, that's something
yeah.
that I don't know anything about. I would love to learn more about it.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, we going to go to the next page?
Next page, and there is someone on the second row that I think you know.
On the first row, second row.
Second row, second row.
Who do I know?
Is Marie Lu on your second row?
Yes, what did she write?
Legend.
Oh, I haven't read it.
We read it for book club.
I didn't read it.
You didn't read it?
What was it? Are we sure we read it for book club?
Yeah.
What's it about?
It's really good.
Are you sure we read this?
Yes. I'm like, where was it?
Yeah, we did. Oh, I forgot about this book. Now I remember.
It was really good. And I think we
really
read
good.
it because our kids were reading it in school.
Yeah.
And then it's a dystopian.
Okay, now I'm
and
trying.
I was like,
so,
I want to read it.
This is the one like where the parents were already dead, right? And then there's something with the brother.
Okay, so it was a while ago that we read it.
Like her brother was like a traitor or a...
Yes.
Yeah, okay, yes. Okay, now I remember.
So there was books involved. I remember that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, there we go. Yes.
I think there's several in that series. Like, I think Legend was the first one, and there's a couple more. So I don't know if Red City is part of that or if it's something else. But I was excited to see her because I was like, that was a good book. I really enjoyed it.
I did not recognize the author. Whoops-a-daisy. So yes, I did read that book club book. To be fair, we have read a lot of book club books.
We've read a lot of book club books. We've been doing this for 10 years, 12 years.
11 years. The book club started 11 years this October. So
yeah, it's been a long time. It's a lot of books.
It's
at least 12 books a year because I know we've done 2 a month sometimes. But, and then Matthew McConaughey is there. And his new book is apparently Poems and Prayers.
Interesting.
And I'm curious. So he teaches at UT in Austin.
Yeah. Doesn't he? He graduated from there, didn't he?
I'm pretty sure he did. I know he lives in South Texas somewhere. Yeah,
but I mean, as much as, we want to be like, all right. Like, he's actually a very intelligent person, and very good looking.
He's had a lot of really good roles, too.
He really has.
And then I was excited about Margarita Montemor.
That's what I was just looking at, too.
So she wrote Una Out of Order.
Oh, and that's one that you love that I haven't read.
I loved it. And it's like one woman, and then she time travels in her own life.
Yeah.
So she wakes up one day and she's 63, and the next day she's 17, and then she's 85, and then she's 27. And so she's out of order. But it was a really good book. So I don't think I've read anything else that she's written. I know that she has a couple other books, but now I'm like, I want to go read all of them.
Yeah,
so
because I'm like, this one doesn't look like it's time travel, but I don't know. That looks like I like stuff that happened. Like, I like what is it called? Where it happens at schools, like,
Yes, and this is called The Dollhouse Academy. Is her new book.
We're ready to go to page 9. Let's see here. There's another World War II story. The Teacher
another World War II
of Nomad Land, a World War II story by Daniel Nayeri.
I was looking at the one right next to it.
Oh, I see. I went like this, so I missed it. Oh, yeah. So The Wounded Generation.
By
Oh,
David
that would be
Nassau,
interesting.
Coming home after World War II.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I bet that would be really interesting.
I know, because it's so interesting because in our life, like when we were born, I mean, we had relatives, like older relatives, like grandparents that had been around for World War II. And then we had maybe other grandparents or parents that were around for Vietnam or like the Korean War, like all these different things.
Both my grandparents were in the Korean War.
And then we had like, oh my gosh, what was it called?
The Gulf War?
That one. That's what I was looking for. My brain wasn't going there. And then like we've seen a lot of different things and seen, people come back from these wars. And it's very interesting just to see how different people were impacted. Like, I mean, we know the style of warfare has changed drastically. It does, I would say even to this day, it still sounds like Vietnam
Was the
was
but
the worst.
I mean, even if you're talking about World War One,
Oh, yeah.
that
Oh,
would be awful. And
yes, the
there wasn't
trenches.
treatment for you
Yeah,
back then.
that
It
exactly.
was you just had shell shock, and that was
Mhm.
just
I
yeah,
mean,
I
it's
can't
just crazy.
imagine. So
No.
none of it is good.
None of it is good, but it's just interesting to see that progression,
Mhm.
and I feel like there's so many books about during World War II
Yes.
and less for, like, the immediately after, so that would be very interesting to
'Cause I'm sure it was like a wild time. You'd been gone for years, and then you come back, and
Mhm.
time has moved on, but yeah,
Yeah,
what a weird
that does sound
time
really
to
good.
be in.
Okay, I see one down, Lisa Olson,
Yep,
the
I put that on my
scientist
list for you too.
the scientist and the serial killer, ooh, and
And I
I
was like,
can't
that one sounds really good too. Like all the serial killer true crime
yeah.
ones actually sounded good. I was
Okay,
like, I put them
what
down
does
for
it
you.
say on the body tag there?
The Search for Houston's Lost Boys. Ooh,
Ooh, we're gonna
that's
write that
even
one.
like local true crime.
Yes, I don't even know about this Houston's Lost Boys. Oh, maybe I do. Oh, I think I do know. Oh, I think I do know about this one. Um, maybe not. There was something where there was like sterilization where they
Hmm.
weren't told, but I don't know that that was in Houston. It might not have been in Texas, where like these young boys were taken um to do these special tests and they were given treats and stuff, but they were being exposed to something to test sterilization anyway, but I don't think that's
Hmm.
this probably. Watch it be, but
Yeah.
there wasn't a serial killer in that. So, oh, I gotta get
And
this
then
one. Keep
Mary
going.
Annette Pember has Medicine River, a story of survival and the legacy of Indian boarding schools. And I
Ooh.
thought that one would be a really interesting, another one to listen to.
Yes, to learn about stuff in our history that maybe people want to forget, but
Hmm.
what was the one, Killers of the Flower Moon? That one, I'm still mad about that one because
I
they're just
haven't
the
finished. I'd
unfairness.
never read it, and I never watched the movie. I
I
need
didn't
to.
watch the movie, but my gosh, like just these things, like how horribly Native Americans or American Indians were treated in our country, like in the 1900s, like in the
Hmm.
early 1900s, and like the lack of rights and how their money was stolen, and then just like mass murdering, like just different, people getting away with killing them because they could, and then taking their money.
And
Oh,
the
it's just
boarding
awful.
schools went on for years.
Yeah,
Like that was well into the 1900s.
yeah,
Like
it's
I think
just
even into the
awful.
60s and 70s.
Yeah.
So
So yeah.
there's something, yeah,
Yeah, that does sound really. I
just
also
an
like
interesting topic.
This is not Texas or US, but there's a lot of stuff about Native Canadians where
Yes.
a lot of like murder and missing women and
Hmm.
things like that, and it's like
South Dakota has a large Native American population and a lot of missing women.
it's just awful. So yeah.
All right, next page.
Yes.
Sarah Rosh
Okay.
has The Entanglement of Rival Wizards. And that
Ooh.
just sounds fun.
That
And
does
the little
sound fun.
chemistry set in front of them has a little heart on it.
Oh,
So I'm
that's
guessing
cute.
it's a little romance.
Yeah.
So that looks good.
Does look good. Let me see if I see anything.
So Sonora Reyes, she wrote the Lesbiana's
That's
Guide
what
to
I was about
Catholics.
to ask because I see
Yes.
this cover. Okay.
And this new book is called The Golden Boy's Guide to Bipolar. I haven't heard anything about that.
No, but I would read it. I really enjoyed the Lesbiana's Guide to what was it?
Catholic schools.
Catholic school.
Catholic
I really
school.
enjoyed that book. It was very
I was so on it. It wasn't my I thought
I
it
mean, it wasn't the best book, but I
yeah.
really I f- if I could feel the feelings, you
Yes.
know? Some of it didn't feel realistic. Like
Mhm.
the mom, some of the stuff with the mom and then anyway, it otherwise, like, I enjoyed it. I would read this other one of hers. Let me see. I don't know what Smother is about, but it
I know
has a
that
cool
one
cover.
looked kind of good.
That cover looks good, but I don't know anything about it. Look, maybe it's a thriller.
Could be.
You know, I love my thrillers, so do you.
Mhm.
So, Let's see if there's anything. I don't know. Oh, we got like a romance there at the bottom. That looks like
Yes,
soul
Soul
searching.
Searching.
Yeah.
A Sweetwater Peak novel by Lila Sage. Just
Never
her
heard of it.
name, Lila Sage. The cover is very like
I mean,
reminiscent of
that has to be a
1980s.
that has to be like a pseudonym, don't you think?
Oh, yeah. That's a pen name. That's not her
Yeah.
real name.
Yeah. That can't
That's
be.
too good.
I know
Although she kind of looks like a Lila Sage.
She does.
I can see that being her persona.
Yes. All right, shall we go to the next page?
Let's do it.
Which I already see the first row is losing me with 2 cookbooks.
You are not a big cook, if I remember.
I
right?
am not at all. Not at all.
And I would go. I have gone to cookbook author, like their book signings and things like that. I went to a couple with my sister.
Yeah.
They're fun to go to, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not opposed to going to it, but I don't even watch like the cooking shows. Like I know Emily's obsessed with the Great British Baking Show, right?
I love the Great British Bake
Yeah,
Off.
I haven't watched any of those, so I don't know.
Okay, you should watch this season.
Okay.
And just watch the first episode, and whenever you get to the part, you'll know what I'm talking about,
Okay.
and you'll be like, "Oh my god!"
Okay.
Because I texted Emily, and I'm like, "Thank you for not spoiling this. This was amazing."
Okay. Okay.
Very
Yeah.
good.
All right.
Okay,
I see
so-
one that I know you're probably excited about.
Is it Adam Silvera?
Yep.
Yep. So he is the author that wrote They Both Die at the End, the first to die at the end, and his newest book is The Survivor Wants to Die at the End. And I have this book downloaded right now.
Yeah.
I just haven't started it. It is 18 listening hours long.
What?
18. I'm a little bit nervous about that.
Yeah, that
because
sounds...
I don't know how you can pull 18 hours out of that book. I don't know how long the other books were, but I don't feel like they were nearly that long.
I don't know.
So I'm very curious how it's going to go.
Oh my
But
gosh,
I am excited to hear him.
Yeah. Okay, I see one on here that we're excited about. Claire Sanema.
Claire
Killer
Sanema.
Story. Woohoo!
Claire is another lovely person that we got to meet. We got to interview.
Yes.
And we love her. So
we love her. She's so fascinating, and her book is so good, and her podcast is so good.
Yes.
So if you don't know her, it looks like Saint Amant, but it's not. It's Sanema. So you're going to want to go check her out. And so I'm excited to get to see her again. Maybe she'll be on the true crime panel. Okay,
that would be so cool.
You know I have to go to a true crime panel.
We're going.
We have to. Like, I can't go to CrimeCon. I don't even know when it is. I should be subscribed to stuff that tells me that. Anyway.
All right.
Any other ones on that
page?
The next page. Okay, 12.
Let's
see here.
And we start that one with R.L. Stine.
Yes. Okay, I know Maggie Stiefvater.
Okay, I'm like, that name looks so familiar. And the book is called The Listeners, but I don't recognize what else she has written.
Okay.
But the cover of that is really cool. It's like a staircase, spiral.
So I read a series of hers, but I don't remember what it's called. But what I remember is that I got the physical copies from the library, and the different books had different color covers, and the ink for the writing was the same color. So like, okay, so this was
seeing the Raven Cycle.
So that's the one that's probably more famous. I've read The Wolves of Mercy Falls. And what I remember, so the second one is called Linger, and it's a green cover, and the ink on like the words in the book were green.
Ooh.
It was so cool. I got them all from the library. I read all 4 of them, and they were good. But yeah, I think, what did you say? The Raven, was it the Raven Boys? Yeah. That one I think
the
she's
Raven
more
Cycle.
Or the Raven Cycle. I think the first one's called the
Starting
Raven Boys.
with the Raven Boys, yeah.
Yeah, that one I think is more famous than the Wolves one, but the Wolves was it was a good one. It wasn't.
I wonder
think
if this is
3
like
stars.
Her debut adult.
Maybe. Let me go look. Let's go look.
So it says, if you click on the book, like click on the picture, it also gives you a little bit more information. It
Okay.
says Maggie Stiefvater, I can't pronounce her name,
Yeah.
is the #1 New York Times bestselling author of novels for young people and adults, including the #1 New York Times bestselling series, The Wolves of Mercy Falls, starting with Shiver, and the Raven Cycle, starting with Raven Boys. Her novel, The Scorpio Races, was named a Michael L. Prince Honor Book by the American Library Association. So maybe this
Okay.
isn't her debut adult.
No, this is historical. This is historical fiction during World
It
War II.
up sold.
So yeah, I think if there's a World War II panel, we're going to that one too. Like,
Yes.
as we're trying, and then obviously we already said R.L. Stein. Why we got a
Yes.
Goosebumps house? I mean, I'm sure that's like his. I love how
Most
relevant he has stayed
yes.
because like a lot of the kids like have rediscovered him, like this
Mhm.
current generation, because of the movies on Netflix.
Yes.
And then I feel like Goosebumps has just been like lasting. So,
It is. It's a classic.
all right, I see the next one. Oh, I know, I hate him. I'm mad at him. Okay. Peter Swanson and I have beef. And he does not know that we have beef, but we
What's
have
your
beef.
beef?
Okay. I don't know what book it was that everyone was raving about of his because I know a lot of people love him. He's a thriller author.
Okay.
At the beginning of the book that I was trying to read, it's like 13 murders or 13 perfect murders. I don't know. He gives away the ending to some of the most famous,
Oh,
like,
no.
including, and this is what really pissed me off, the murder of Roger Ackroyd.
Oh,
He straight up says the ending of that book. He says the ending of all these books. And I'm like, I get it. Agatha Christie is dead. That book has been around. But you know what?
but so many people haven't read them.
That particular one, that one in particular, I don't know many people that have read it. It does not jump out as like, okay, that sound,
Mhm.
it doesn't really. And there's way more famous ones. And it's like the only people, it's like word of mouth. They're like, oh my gosh, have you read that one? It might be her best. Or if you've done Googling and it says that it might be her best. Like a lot of lists say that that's her best
Mhm.
book. I don't think it's her best book, but I do think it's such
I
an
enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it, but it's such an unexpected ending that like I went back and reread it. Was that last year? Because or earlier this year, because I wanted to see were there any clues that I missed, and there
Mhm.
were maybe like 2 tiny ones that you would only catch because you knew the ending, but otherwise she did such a phenomenal job, and it pissed me off, and so I returned that book to the library and was like, "We are done, Peter Swanson."
Oh.
I'm gonna find this book. I'm still so mad about it. I could not even finish the book, clearly I'm still mad about it. So Peter Swanson. If I give you the side eye, I won't even
That's why.
recognize you. But the thing is that one that Kill Your Darlings looks so good.
Yes,
Doesn't it?
it does.
I'm still
And
mad
the
at him
one right
though.
next to it, Ariel Sullivan wrote Conform, and
Okay,
that one
8
looks the
Perfect Murders. That's the
8
one.
Perfect Murders.
I'm still pissed about it. Anyway,
Like, look at the
sorry.
pretty cover of the next one right next to it,
Okay.
Conform by Ariel Sullivan.
Okay, that's a very
It's a
nice
really
cover.
cute cover, and it looks kind of like fantasy-ish.
It does look like it's got to be fantasy, right?
Yes, so that one looks good. What else is on here?
Oh gosh, I don't know if I want to read it, but I might need to read it. Mallory Tenor Tarpley, Slip, Life in the Middle of Eating Disorder Recovery. I feel like all of us millennials are like in permanent recovery from the
Something.
late 90s, early 2000s. I'm just
Yes.
saying, like the model stuff.
Yes,
I don't
I
know.
can see that.
Anyway,
And
what other
further
one?
down the page, Amanda Iyer Ward,
Uh-huh. Ooh.
Lovers and Liars.
Ooh, I like the title, and that cover is cool.
It looks really cute.
It does look she looks really cute.
Mhm.
Okay, let's see here.
And I
Ooh.
haven't ever read Brian Washington, but I know I've wanted to.
That cover is
And he's
that's
gonna
what
be
I'm
there.
looking at. Like that cover is pretty cool.
He did, Memorial, and there was something else. I think a lot of his books feature, like, Black, gay main characters.
Okay. Yeah, I like that cover. That's a really good cover.
All right, are we ready for the last page?
The last
Dun,
page.
dun, dun.
Dun dun dun.
And the
Let's
first
see.
person on there is Martha Wells, who has
Yes.
long been on my list of people I need to read.
All right.
So this has kind of made me want to go read her. She does a podcast for writers,
Uh-huh.
and two of the ladies that I'm in a book club, not book club, a writing group with, they're going on a cruise that
Uh-huh.
she's going to be on. So I'm like, how
That's
fun.
really cool.
Like the whole thing, it's all about writing, and but she's going to be there. So like, that's going to be cool.
That is cool. Okay, I'm looking at these, and the next row down, Ashley Whitaker, Bitter
Hmm.
Texas Honey, a novel. I like that cover.
I
And
like
I'm
the
like,
cover.
and I'm kind of intrigued by that because it's a novel. It's not like nothing,
Hmm.
nothing against Texas history. Oh, Lena, you didn't grow up here.
I have not taken Texas history.
Oh my gosh. Texas history is very interesting. I honestly cannot imagine. I mean, maybe Oklahoma history is probably similar to ours in a lot of way, and probably Louisiana history is interesting, but I feel like Texas history is just insane.
There's
And
so much. I mean,
there
we have a huge state for one thing, but
yes.
we're right on the border with Mexico.
Yes.
There's been tons of clashes back and forth.
Mhm. Well, and like the saying, like Six Flags over Texas, we've actually
Hmm.
had Six Flags over Texas.
Yes.
And if you don't know, you know this, but because you live in Texas, Texas, I believe, is the only state flag that can be like waved the same height as the American flag, and it's because we were a republic.
Hmm.
So, anyway, but yeah,
I
it's
did not
just
know that.
yeah, that's why we
Maybe
can
I need to
fly.
go to one of these Texas history
Oh
things
my
and
gosh,
go learn some Texas history.
we had it like every other year. And I remember asking someone like from out of state, I'm like, did y'all do like your state history? And they're like, well, like a little. I'm like, no, that was like we'd have a whole year of it every few
Hmm.
couple years. Like it was a
I
big thing.
remember I wasn't going to graduate high school because I didn't have Washington State history. And they
Oh,
finally let
wow.
it slide. They were like, okay, just go.
Yeah.
But because I had moved there my junior year.
Yeah.
But
It's just so wild. But yeah, I was like, I mean, nothing against it. But I'm like, I remember the Alamo got it. Okay. All this. I know all about Santa Anna. If you don't, I
yes.
can tell you all about him. And San Jacinto is where the battle
Hmm.
was that I think
I
actually
did
ended the
the
they
200-mile relay race, the Texas
Oh,
Independence Relay,
that's so
and you
cool.
got to like we saw the big oak tree that I can't remember whose oak tree it was, but it's like if you
Someone.
he drew a line in the sand and said
Oh,
stand on this side, and
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. That's cool.
That's the Texas history I know. I got to fire a cannon at that race because I
Ooh,
was the team captain, and the team captain got to fire a cannon.
that's
So that's how
amazing.
I got to start the race. Was lit a cannon.
That's
So
so crazy.
it was
That's
something
so
I never
fun.
knew I always wanted to do.
Oh my gosh, I want to light a cannon. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. No, like, but that cover, I'm like, that looks fun.
Okay, further down, Kate Winkler Dawson, The
Yes.
Sinners All Bow. Two
Ooh.
authors, one murder, and the real Hester Prynne. I'm like,
Ooh.
that sounds really good.
That
And she's
sounds
the
really
author of
good.
American Sherlock, which also sounds good.
That does sound good. Okay, what is this person next? Reality Winner. Like that's what they
I'm
go
not
by?
your enemy. I don't
But
know.
like then that's the author name, Reality
Yeah.
Winner. I mean,
A-
obviously that's not their real name, but
oh, okay. So I clicked on the thing. A brilliant linguist, devout patriot, voracious reader, and fitness and yoga enthusiast, Reality Winner was a U.S. Air Force veteran working at the NSA when she leaked a classified document containing revelations about the 2016 U.S. presidential election. Today, she is a CrossFit coach living in South Texas and studying to become a licensed veterinarian technologist.
interesting.
I need to do some research.
Yeah, that's wild.
That does. Like I don't remember any of that.
No, me neither.
And the one next to hers, Ashley Winstead, that
Yeah, that
name
sounds
sounds
good.
so familiar.
Best-selling author of
In my
Oh,
dreams,
in
I
my
hold
dreams
a
I hold a
knife.
knife. I've read that.
I feel like I might have read it. I
I'm
don't
pretty sure I
remember.
read it. Okay, that one was I'm pretty sure I read it
It's
because
a
it
thriller, right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm
In
guessing
my
her newest novel is This Book Will Bury Me.
Yeah,
So
I gave
that
it
looked
I
really
only
good.
gave it 3 stars, but I did read
Oh,
it.
okay.
Um, and I wrote it decently through. Okay, okay. So it says this book goes the big thing that I said. This book goes back and forth in timelines as we get the picture of what actually happened. It is a quick read with a few surprises along the way. For a minute, I was worried it would play out like The Secret History, which I did not like. Thankfully, it's definitely its own book, and one I recommend if you are in the mood for a fast-paced thriller. So I guess I just didn't think it was like
the best.
Yeah, but I mean, that was a good review, so I liked it. I would be, based on that, I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll read that one.
So I am excited to deep dive more into these authors.
Yes.
There's some that I'm like, I need to get before we go so I can. And then I had this whole debate about, do I get the audiobook or do I get the book so they can sign it?
Sign it, yeah. I know.
That's
decisions.
That's the problem with going to a book event. And of course, on our way down, we're going to have to stop by Fabled.
Oh, I know. I'm so excited. We have
to. Go to Waco.
And we need to look up what Austin bookstores.
Yes. The people, there's I got you covered.
Of course you do. Of course.
I
know.
think that some of the events will take place in different, because some of them will take place at the bookstores and different things too.
That's
so
fun.
I've never been. I don't know how it all works, but I'm very excited to go figure it all out. We don't get the actual list of when like things are until October. So we have another month until we can plan out what we're doing.
It's so fun though. I'm so excited.
But I am very excited about doing this. And I don't know, I've never been to a big festival like this.
Me neither.
I was reading about it and it said this is, I think, the 30th year. Yeah, this is the 30th year of the Texas Book Festival. It was started by Laura Bush.
Oh, cool.
Which I had no idea. I was like, well, that's cool. And I'm guessing she was she
might have been
governor's wife?
Yeah, whatever.
Like,
yeah, whatever that title is. Yeah. Yeah.
First lady of the governor.
Yes.
I'm guessing that was before presidency.
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah. Which
I was like,
I've read her book, her memoir. That was very.
I haven't. But
it was very interesting, and I mean, and sad. I didn't know a lot of the stuff, but it was really good. She
was a teacher, right?
Yes. Yes. So yeah, it was good. I liked it.
Yeah. But there's some history of the Texas Book Festival. I'm excited to go. I've only ever been to Austin once, maybe twice.
What?
And for like a half day.
What?
So I've never really been to Austin. My mom is taking Piper on a delayed 13th birthday trip because my mom had some health stuff come up.
Yeah.
So we are going in October over fall break for 3 days to go to Austin. So you'll have to tell me what to go do. And then.
Okay, so I say this, I act like all shocked, but then it's like I grew up going there, and what did we mostly do? Either kids stuff or we played at my cousin's house and just went out to eat. So I act like, oh my gosh, it's not like I'm so well versed in like the awesome things too. Well, you went for the Popcast.
No.
Oh, you didn't go to that one too?
I've only gone to Podcast in Dallas.
Never mind.
All right, friends. Until next time.
Yes.
We'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.
So thank you for listening to More Than a Book Club podcast. We are recorded and produced in McKinney, Texas.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening.